So the first thing we'll need to do to get your website up and running is set up hosting. Hosting is basically a computer that's left on 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, with your website loaded onto it. This is so people can gain access to your website even when your computer is switched off. Hosting is something you do require if you're going to run a website and will usually cost you around $8 a month. Only I am going to show you a way that will get you your first month hosting for only 1 penny. The next thing we'll need to do is get a domain name for our website. A domain name is basically the title of our website with www before it and .com after it. So for example, Google's domain name is www.google.com. Once again, a domain name is something you do require if you're going to run a website and will usually cost you around $13. Only you don't pay this once a month like your hosting, you pay for this once a year. So your hosting you'll pay once a month and your domain name you'll pay for once a year. So altogether, to get this website up and running, when you remember that I'm going to get you your first month hosting for only 1 penny, is just over $13. So the first things we need to do to get our website up and running is set up hosting for the website and get a domain name for the website. Lucky for us, we can get both of these at the same place, which is a website called Hostgator.com. So if you just want to open up your internet browser and go to www.hostgator.com, or alternatively you can just click the link below this video. From their homepage, you either just want to click in the middle where it says View Web Hosting Plans, or else up in the top left where it says Web Hosting. Either way, it's going to bring you to this page where it shows you the different hosting plans they have available. To be totally honest with you, the business plan comes with a whole load of added extras you probably won't require at this moment in time, so that just really leaves it between the hatchling plan or the baby plan. The only difference between these two plans is that one allows you to have a single domain and the other allows you to have unlimited domains. What this means is that the hatchling plan will allow you to have one single website loaded onto the hosting, or the baby plan will allow you to have as many websites as you'd like. So if you're only going to have one website, I'd recommend going with the hatchling plan, but if you're going to have more than one website, I'd go with the baby plan. It's easy enough to upgrade from one to the other, so if you just go with the hatchling plan for now and have one website, and then you do decide to have more websites in the future, you can just upgrade to the baby plan. For this tutorial, I'm just going to go with the hatchling plan, and once you've decided on the plan you're going with, you'll just want to choose how often you'd like to pay for it using this drop down. You can pay for it every month, every 6 months, every year, or you can even pay for it every 3 years. You do save a bit more money the longer you buy at one time, so it does make more sense to do it that way. Because I'm just purchasing this for the tutorial, I'm just going to go with monthly. Once you've decided on the plan you're going to go with and how often you'd like to pay for it, just click Order Now. Once you do, it will bring you here, and this is where we're going to register the new domain name for our website. So just click here and type in the name you'd like to register as your new domain, and make sure that it comes up and says that it's available. If it comes up and says that it's not available, unfortunately you're going to need to choose something else. Then on the right hand side you can choose if you'd like it to be something other than .com, so you can have it be your website .net or .org, but for this example I'm leaving it as .com. You can check here if you bought a domain name from somewhere else that you'd like to register with this website, but because I'm registering a new one with Hostgator, I'll leave this one checked. Underneath that, it gives you the option to buy other domain extensions as well as the one you've chosen here. So you can buy your website .com as well as .net or .org, but because I just want the .com, I'm going to leave these boxes unchecked. Underneath that, you just want to make sure that your package type and billing cycle are correct. I chose the hatchling plan and 1 month billing cycle, so these are correct. Underneath that, it's going to ask you to choose a username and security pin, and then fill out your general billing information. Then here you can choose if you'd like to pay for it by credit card or PayPal. Under that, it will give you the option to purchase further hosting add-ons such as domain privacy or site backup. Personally, I don't think any of these are necessary, so I'm just going to uncheck the boxes. although you can have a read through them, and if you think you do want any of them, just check these boxes and add them to the cart. Underneath that you may see a coupon code already entered here, worth 20% off your first month, although as promised I'm going to show you how to get your first month for only 1 penny. So if there is a coupon code entered in here, you just want to delete it, and you want to type in WordPress #1 and then host. Now if you click validate, you'll see that you're getting your first month hosting for only 1 penny. Then you just want to review your order to make sure everything's correct. At this time I'd like to point out you do get access to Hostgator's 24/7 phone live chat and email support for free, and you also get a 45-day money back guarantee. This means if you do change your mind for whatever reason and you don't want the website, you can contact Hostgator through their 24/7 live chat and ask for a refund. I'd also just like to point out that here you can see we're getting our website up and running for only $12.96, which is pretty amazing. Once you're happy with everything, just click here where it says I have read and agreed to the terms and conditions of use, and then click create account. I'm going to pause the video just while I fill out my information above, and then I'll restart the video when I click create account. Once you create your account, you'll be brought to a page thanking you for your order, and then you'll be redirected to the home page. At this point you can just close Hostgator, and you want to go to your email inbox and look for your new email from Hostgator. This is a really important email, so you want to write down the information in it or print it out if you can. For now you just want to click the link beside where it says your control panel, and then you want to copy and paste in the username and password that's also in the email. So just copy and paste the username and password from this email into the cPanel login screen that you just opened. Once you do that, you can just click login, and this will be you logging into Hostgator for the first time. Once you're logged in, you just want to scroll down to near the bottom to where it says software/services. Then you want to click where it says quick install. If you bought your domain name from somewhere else other than Hostgator, you might want to click Fantastico Deluxe, but because we bought ours from Hostgator, I'm going to click quick install. Then you just want to click on the left where it says WordPress, and then click on continue. Just make sure that your new domain name that you've purchased is selected in this drop down, and that this box is left blank. Here beside where it says enable auto upgrades, make sure the box is checked. For admin email, just literally enter in the email address you'd like to have registered with your new website, and for blog title, this is your website name. Don't worry, the blog title or website name can be changed later if needs be. For admin user, this is the username you'd like to use when logging into your WordPress website. Just be warned, what you put in here cannot be changed, and it also appears in a few places on the website. So I'm just going to put in admin, then just enter your first name and your last name, and click install now. It'll normally only take a minute or two to install, if even. Once it's done, it should come up and say congratulations, your installation is ready. You can access it now by going here. It'll also have your username and your password, so be sure to write these down. It says that you can access it by going here, but this isn't always the case right away, especially when you've just set up a new hosting account. It can actually take anywhere up to 4 hours for your website to be fully configured. So if you want to leave it a while and wait until you can click here and your website appears, and then restart this video. I'm going to pause it now while I'm waiting on mine, and then we'll restart the video together. So that's me now back, and hopefully I've left it long enough that when I click here, it's going to bring me to my new website. And I have. So this is what it looks like when you first install WordPress. This is the pre-installed theme that comes with it. It's just a sort of example, so you can kind of click in here and see what an example post would look like and things like that if you were deciding to use this theme. We're not going to. We're going to be changing the theme and making it look a lot better than this. The first thing we'll need to do is log into the back end of WordPress, also known as the dashboard. This is where we're going to be able to add pages and make any changes to our new website. So to get logged into the dashboard or the back end of our new website, we just need to go to our website name .com or .co.uk or whatever you've used, then put / and type wp-admin. That's going to bring us to the WordPress login screen, and you just want to copy your username and password from the quick install page and paste it in there. If for whatever reason you've lost access to this page, the quick install page, you will be able to get your username and password from an email that will have been sent to you. Once you've copied and pasted your username and password in here, just click login. This is now you logged into the WordPress dashboard for the first time, and as I say, this is where you'll be able to add any pages or make any changes to your new website. The first thing I like to do when I get logged into the dashboard is change my password, because it's unlikely that I'm ever going to remember this one. So to change your password from the dashboard, on the left hand side you just want to click where it says users, and then if you hover over the username that you've just set up, you'll see that it now says edit. Just click edit, and then if you scroll down to the bottom, you'll see here it asks you to enter your new password. So just enter your new password in here and then repeat it again here and click update profile. Now it says profile updated and your password's now changed. To get back to where we were before this, just click on the top left where it says dashboard.